All right, the Indianapolis Colts just got a triple dose of good news if you're new to the channel. We're Detroit Lions fans, but this channel is fully dedicated to teams that just get overlooked by the national media and just don't get talked enough about. And Indianapolis, definitely one of those teams, and just we're close proximity. We're the same colors, kind of like rooting for you, and you're a legit team, and it's official now. And I think we've all kind of been building up to it, but your win last week against the Chargers is official. That's my dog. Let's do this. Good news number one. Indianapolis Colts, PFF ranked you the number one offensive line after 7 weeks in the National Football League. You can see right here, red text means that's the weakest link offensive lineman. So you go through these other teams and they all have 1, 2. You don't have a weak link in your offensive line right now. And so what this means is a good offensive line. I mean, now Daniel Jones is doing his thing. Your running back's doing his thing. Like it's everything in football. So that's good news number one. We'll get back to that in just a second, but I love that. I want to get to the guy in the thumbnail here real quick. Good news number two. You add a defensive end from your practice squad up to the active roster. It's the guy you see on the thumbnail. And I love this because his name's Chami. Last name's Chami. And as for Chami, he's been on the Colts practice squad now and gets the chance to shine against a Titans bottom tier offense. So it's been said that it's not who you play, but it's when you play them. So to have an opportunity, you're reeling with some injuries, kind of everybody is, but to go against an inferior opponent at the right time is nice. Because here it is right here. Indianapolis defense hasn't been electric, but it's still tied at 11th in total points allowed. Given that Tennessee is only putting up under 14 points a game, this is perfect despite missing some guys. This is what the NFL is kind of feeling like lately, is like survive in advance. Survive another week, get a victory, and you're one more week closer to injured guys coming back. Perfect opportunity to this. You got the Titans. That's good news number two, is you sign a guy, allow him to come in, see what he can do. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's something. Maybe a little depth piece that surprises you, but you'd much rather have him come in, work his way into the defense against an inferior team versus, going against the Chiefs or the Lions. And it's just like, okay, is he ready? Is he not ready? Like, I don't even know because we just got steamrolled. Like, no, we're the good team and we're going to go against an inferior team. I love that. That's good news number two. Good news number three is I love, probably more than most, is looking at power rankings. And the only reason you do this is so that you can see how you are in relation to the rest of the NFL, right? Everyone's got their power ranking. It's, you can be anywhere, but the Colts are a top 10 team in the National Football League. You could argue very easily that they're even higher than this. But the whole point is you can see that the Colts are up 6 spots from last week, meaning this is the first week that everyone in the National Football League is like, okay, great offensive line, really good quarterback. I mean, he's just playing well, good scheme, good offensive-minded head coach, put him in the right position, a good running back, good weapons. Defense is just generally playing well. You beat a good team in the Chargers they never get blown out because they're under Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh keeps you in the game. He punts. He kicks field goals. He keeps things tight. He's never going to get blown. You blew them out. So the good news is here, just as a fan, people notice you now, right? And so it's like, you know what? We're getting the love that we should for the first time this season, finally. So Colts up 6, because I could make the argument they're better than the Broncos. Broncos, I don't know. The Broncos are good, but are they? Yeah. Seahawks, probably. Ravens, I mean, how can we put them up there just like it's nothing? I get it. Eagles, I'm not convinced on them. So you see, there's good teams ahead of you. It doesn't matter. Power rankings don't matter, but they're kind of nice to look at and just see that. Dogs falling asleep. Hopefully you're still with me. Just can't make it. Okay. Let me give you a bonus good news just for fun here. This one's a little bit harder one to follow, but I think it's worth talking about. There's 32 teams in the National Football League, right? Each team has 2 pass rushers, primary pass rushers. That puts you at 64 pass rushers. PFF put a ranking out of pass rushers, and you have not any like one dominant pass rusher here up on the top. But what you see is most teams have one stud, and then that's it. Unless you're the Browns. They still stink. But, it's like, all right, we got that guy, but outside of that, you can't find number 2. Where you have 2 guys in the middle of the pack here, if you will. And again, not even the middle I guess the middle of the pack. But it's like, I get it. We all want Aiden Hutchinson to be our guy, right? Or Micah Parsons or Myles Garrett. There's the 5 top dudes. But give me some depth. Give me some options. Give me 2 guys rather than just one stud. We double team him all the time. You've got options here. So I love that. Again, that's a little bit more of a stretch. I'm not trying to sell you on anything. I just want to point that out. It's kind of an interesting little tidbit there. So let me know in the comments where you're at with this team. Remember, the point of the NFL season, one team wins the Super Bowl. Duh. But you're trying to have meaningful games for as long into the season as you can. So the more you win, the bigger the games get, and the more fun it is to get around with friends or just watch them at home. Let me know. Do you like watching the games with people? Are you kind of a solo watcher, just like immediate family? You got to be dialed in. I'm more of a dialed in guy, but I'd like to watch the games more with people. You just never know who's going to be there. You know what I mean? It's like you got that one guy who's like a Chiefs fan. You're like, it's like, don't you work downtown? He's like, yeah, I do, but I love Chiefs. You can't have that. No. So the more you win, the bigger the games get. And that's just where it's at, right? And so you just don't want to be 1-5 right now or 1-6 or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you want to just kind of keep winning. We got something here. Let's keep building. And especially when Richardson, like, once you knew that he was going to suck, it was like, oh, shoot. Get gifted Daniel Jones. And you know what? Come on over. Daniel Jones, I don't know if he's good or bad. It's like, oh, my gosh, you're actually, like, good. Like, this is what you wanted as a Colts fan. Love seeing it. Colts are going to be just fine. Kind of fine-tune this thing, stay generally healthy, and let's see what happens. In a division, too, that's just manageable. That's all right. Not going to apologize about that. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. If you're a Colts fan, we do 5-6 teams on here, and just good to get an outsider's perspective. And make sure you subscribe, and we'll see all of you on the next one.